Hey everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom manga review. See by the title below, yes, this is on chapter 224 of Shokugeki no Soma. And honestly, I was pretty damn hyped up to see how this chapter would go, considering the fact that the last chapter, we finally got them implementing teamwork. And you know, obviously, like I said before, they even specifically said that you can help out your teammates. So I've been wondering, when is it going to come to the point where someone would end up helping them? Of course, you know, it still is a 1v1 in the end. You can't go up to that person's station and start cooking with them right there and there, but you can still help them out. For example, how we saw Mimisaka throwing, you know, that weird liquid thing to Kuga to help him out with his dish. Kuga was able to go ahead and focus clearly on his pork and cooking his pork without having to worry about making the smoked soy sauce. And that's where, of course, Mimisaka comes in. He makes it, he throws it to him, you know, he shows that Kuga starts showing what he's going to be doing. We've been wondering the whole time before in the last chapter, what is he going to do? It looked like he was buckling under the pressure and, you know, forgetting to, you know, implement the tea leaves, compared to how we saw with Tsukasa, which was pretty much on another level. He was implementing different types of, you know, tea leaves and everything into his dish, and you're wondering, what's happening with Kuga? What is he doing? Why is he not using any of the tea leaves? But of course, we finally do get to see why. It was pretty much kind of planned from the beginning, I guess. I guess when they figured out they were able to talk or something right before, but it's kind of confusing on how they were able to do this. Maybe, I don't know, he talked to Mimisaka before and said like numerous things, that possibilities of what they could do or something, but that part kind of confused me because I remember, I guess it's when they figure out what they're going to do, he walked over and said, Mimisaka, make this and do this and that kind of stuff, but it was kind of confusing at first. I was like, wait, but how did he know to do this for him? You know, it's kind of confusing at that point, but honestly, it was pretty damn awesome to see Kuga come up with like something that is obviously not normally what he would do. It's like an innovative kind of thing. As we saw the judge, it was pretty much like, wow, I never thought he'd be smoking you know, tea leaves and everything, which is pretty damn awesome. It's cool to see that he's doing a different type of variation in comparison to what Tsukasa is doing by bringing in his Chinese element, his Chinese cooking in there with a different, you know, different kind of thing with the tea leaves. So I thought that was pretty damn awesome. I thought that was pretty cool, and I cannot wait to see how this works out against, you know, Tsukasa. But I'm still kind of iffy. I'm still kind of on the edge. I honestly think that no matter what he does, I still don't think that Kuga is able to be able to beat Tsukasa. Tsukasa is literally on another level. It's sad to say, especially considering I really did enjoy the whole part and aspect that they showed, that everyone was getting mad at, you know, Kuga, like, what the hell, Kuga? I thought you wanted a 1v1. And from what we saw before with his flashbacks, it seemed that that's what he wanted. He wanted to pretty much get his pride back and everything. His pride meant a lot to him, and he wanted to get his pride back by beating, of course, Tsukasa because of what happened in his flashback. But I thought it was pretty awesome that he ends up pretty much saying, you know, it's okay. He'll let his pride go to the side. He's here to help his Kohai, here to help the rest of the rebels, and he's willing to go ahead and work with Mimisaka and do pretty much a 2v1 kind of thing, and pretty much put his pride aside to be able to win for them. So I really did enjoy that aspect of Kuga, because before I would honestly have thought that he would just be like, no, I need to beat, you know, Tsukasa. It doesn't matter if other people don't think so. I'm just going to work. I'm not going to ask for any help. I'm going to do it all by myself. And I thought that's what was going to happen. But to see this happen, to see a different side of Kuga, I actually really did enjoy it. And I thought it was pretty damn awesome to see. But, of course, that is not the only part of the chapter. The other part of the chapter was obviously Kuga's help, which is, of course, Mimisaka. Mimisaka was, of course, going against Saito, who we find out is pretty much the, like, best sushi chef of his generation. And, of course, unlucky as it is, pretty much it was pretty funny to see, like, man, he's almost as unlucky as, you know, someone's like, what? I'm not unlucky. Yes, if you end up, you know, somehow drawing out of that huge amount of different papers and drawing your opponent's speciality, yeah, you're pretty much unlucky. It doesn't matter if you ended up winning, that's still unlucky. Probably would have been way easier if it wasn't, you know, that certain dish. So obviously you're thinking, you know, not only is Saito like amazing sushi chef, but he's got the perfect ingredient for him to pretty much kind of showcase that talent, you know? It's his speciality. So you're wondering, if someone had to go ahead and go against someone like that with that type of ingredient, they would have to, you know, solely focus on their own cooking. But of course, this is why Mimisaka is the perfect person to do this teamwork, to help someone out and do teamwork, is because of course, his perfect traits, which of course we do see in this chapter. And I gotta say, man, every freaking time I think, like, yeah, Mimisaka is pretty damn awesome, and then he does this damn pose that just has me cracking up and being like, what the hell, are you kidding me? He's like, my perfect trace flash, and I'm like, oh my gosh, at least he's not, kind of acting like he's Saito or something, like how he did in the last chapter, acting like he was Kuga. That part I was like, please, no, don't do that ever again. Please do not do that. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see Mimisaka going against Saito, doing pretty much that one page with pretty much having both of them side by side, and him doing exactly the same thing in exactly the same way. It just shows that, yes, Mimisaka, we saw this skill before, but he said it himself, it's way better this time, and you can tell he's pretty much doing exactly the same steps. And this time, it's not like he did any like research, like a lot of research and stalking like how he did with everyone else, considering the fact that he didn't know who he was gonna go up against. So it's pretty damn cool and crazy to see how much he's improved this crazy tracing ability. And it's a little weird too, the fact that we did see him, and when he did lose to Soma, the whole thing was that he learned the fact that you got to have your own speciality and everything, you got to do your own cooking, you can't just copy people and everything like that, and then there's a different type of cooking that you should be doing. But of course, I guess in a way it's that he's probably going to end up copying exactly the same way, but then add his own flavor. That's what he did before, but it's going to be a lot more different probably, and something pretty damn crazy that we're going to be like, damn, yeah, Mimisaka really is a different type of person. And it kind of shows that, they showed some development for both Mimisaka and Kuga in this chapter, while also having a bunch of crazy ass, cooking things going in it as well. So honestly, awesome chapter. Cannot wait to see how the next chapters will go. Cannot wait to see who's going to win. Like I said before, I'm still kind of on the edge. I'm not really too sure, but I'm thinking that it's probably just going to be Mimisaka winning. As much as I want the others to win as well, Tsukasa and Rindo just seem like on a whole nother level. And honestly, I can't see them losing, but I can't see them making the Rebels and the Central be neck and neck at the same 3-3. So I'm thinking that Mimisaka is going to be able to get ahead and be able to get them at least one ahead. But I don't think it's going to be a complete wipeout for the Rebels, and I don't think it's going to be a complete wipeout for Central either. So I'm not too sure. I could be completely wrong. If I am, I can't wait. That's one of the things that I'm excited about this this pretty much these battles, is that I'm not really too sure on who's going to win and who's going to lose. Unlike the last one, it was kind of, I suspected that Soma was going to win for sure, and there was a high chance that Ishiki would win as well. So honestly, I can't wait to see how the next ones will go. But that's pretty much all I gotta say about this this chapter. So I hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom manga review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. So anything I missed, anything you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy it, feel like, if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And as always, guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. How did you feel about this chapter? Good, bad, whatever you guys want to say. It's always interesting to hear your guys' thoughts. So yeah, till next time, guys. See ya.